Hi guys, I'm Zach from NerdWorks Media, and in today's video, more problems. In very brief and short, unfortunately the Turbo Miata is experiencing some more problems. Let me run you through them. So first up, I don't know if you can see down there, but that's a brand new alternator. That's because literally the week that I was going to the autocross event, that died. So I had to get a new one, but I couldn't get a new one because obviously 30-year-old car. We just got this one refurbished. But now this one's acting all funny. Basically when I start the car, the alternator's still not doing anything. So usually the alternator will kick in as soon as the car is like running and, well, being able to drive. This isn't. It will stay at 11.2 volts or something, which is what the battery should kind of read when dead or something, until I rev it to 4,000. Once I've revved it to 4,000, now it works. So I think the regulator is a little bit funny, which is annoying, but yeah. Second thing, this seems to be an issue now, because as you guys might have noticed, the little clip for my power steering thing had broke. So it seems like power steering fluid is just continuously overflowing out. Not that I'm losing any fluid really, I'm losing like maybe a microscopic little bit, but it is highly annoying. This is still being a leaky bitch. And then finally, the bigger problem, as you can see on my headers down there, I don't know if you'll be able to see, there is kind of shiny. My hole just underneath the tappet cover is kind of shiny, and there's a big pile of dried up oil over there and over there. And if we look here behind the cam angle sensor, you can see firstly the cam angle sensor is kind of oily, and there's a big splat of oil. So this was actually before the autocross that this was starting to be a problem, just not as bad. But at the autocross being at such high RPM, it got bad then. It's now gone back to being normal. Basically, a little bit of oil is being lost there, and that explains why there's oil leaks underneath my car. Which is why, ashamedly, my dad had to ask me to put a piece of cardboard underneath my car now when I've parked it. So I was speaking to one of the guys at the autocross, because obviously I was highly panicked on why there was like this big pool of oil there on the side of the engine bay. As you can imagine, I was terrified that I had blown something up. But I was speaking to some of the guys, and they were saying what gaskets that I get. And as you guys remember, I got Victor Reinz gaskets, which are very good gaskets, don't get me wrong. However, I think they're spec. So when they took measurements to make a mold to make their own version of the gaskets, the tappet cover gaskets, their measurements were wrong, because this one does not seal properly. I don't really know at this point, but at this point I kind of just want to fix my car, so whatever, I'll just try anything. Anyway, but as you can see here, I have an OEM Mazda 1, as you can see, genuine parts. Nice. So a very big shout out to both Andrew and Callum for being absolute legends. Andrew, the previous owner of Callum's Turbo Miata, for buying this spare when he bought his one like ages ago, and Callum for being an absolute G for keeping it and then giving it to me. Thank you, Callum. I owe you my entire existence. Anyway, so basically in today's video, I can't address the power steering issue or basically any of the other issues, but I can address that issue. Side note, my car's still a little bit warm, so I'm going to wait for a while for it to cool down, then I'll come back.
A few moments later.
Not so burny hot, although still a little bit hot. If I'm correct, I need a 10. No, my paint is flaking. Well, I suppose it's what I should expect from using Radocam, but anyway. Okay, next up, the coil pack. So if you guys ever wanted to see what the inside looks like, Go watch my engine rebuild videos. I'm not showing you here. You should have seen in my engine rebuilds. Go give me views on those videos. Thank you. Anyway, so this is the gasket. As you can see, it still looks like it's in really good quality and stuff. It's simply just, I think this spec is wrong. So oil seems to get through it. If we look here at the back, where the cam angle sensor sits, you can actually see this is kind of squishy. It doesn't necessarily sit nicely in it and stuff like that. Like, it's very easy to tear up. I'm not sure if that actually was the problem. I just thought I pointed it out just in case it was. But considering the fact that we had a lot of oil that used to come out there and then onto the firewall there, I think maybe that could be the issue. Anyway, so let's peel this up. Kind of satisfying, won't lie. You served me well, gasket, but OEM as the one. Yeah, because we even had to put extra silicone on these ones as well to try to get them to seal better. Because, well, again, it wasn't sealing. So I did attempt to measure things, but my dad doesn't really have the correct tools for it. But it seems like this gasket is like microns thicker, basically. Not by much, but it does make a difference, clearly. So, yeah. Because basically what I did is I'll take this one and I'll slide it over at a certain point, whether it be this way or this way. And then when I try to come to this side, I can feel that it's this side that then makes that a lot tighter. It makes it like a lot tighter to try squeeze over. So I'm assuming this is, again, like microns thicker. But I suppose that is what makes the difference. Anyway, so I can't film putting that one in because, well, one hand to try to do things whilst I hold the camera to film is not nice. So I'll just catch you guys up when that's in. Okay, I'm going to see if I can show this on camera because my dad actually said he would like to see, so I'm going to wait for my dad to get back before I try and install it. So if I come here and I slide this over and I grip it, as you can see, okay, hold on. Yeah. Okay, so now that is spaced to that size, okay? And I try to come over here, I can slide it over, but like barely. It's very tight to try go over, but then now if I come back, now that it's been spaced to there, it slides on and off pretty easy. Kind of. I don't really know how to explain this or show you guys on camera nicely, but it's got like the same kind of situation throughout the entire thing. Like this here, I can kind of just notch it in and then be able to pick it up. This side, I can't do that whatsoever, he says, and then immediately does it. See, it's like, it's barely gripping it. I don't know how to show you or describe to you perfectly. It's like I said, it's like microns difference, kind of. Okay, so I have attempted to wipe down and get as much of the previous silicone that we had to put over here by the cam off as possible. So it's nice and clean now. So on with the new gasket and on with the tapper cover. Yay. Okay, well, the gasket and tapper cover are now on. I've tightened it. I don't think I can tighten it anymore. And that's how tight it is. So let's hope that things don't do random crap. I will catch you guys up in next week's video if it's worked or not. Yay! Anyway, I have wiped up all the oil that I can get to so that I can actually test also if it is still leaking. I just want to quickly wipe up the power steering fluid, but that is actually about it for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Until then, guys, cheers.